sent l'énergie dans l'air ce soir. Alors, bonsoir et bienvenue à l'événement E23. C'est une soirée qui est tant attendue à chaque année par les étudiants, par les diplômés du programme de commercialisation de la mode au Collège La Salle. Alors, je me présente, Bedi. J'ai été directrice générale de la Grappe M-Mode pendant plus de 7 ans. La Grappe a comme mission de mobiliser les gens autour de projets structurants, de faire rayonner Montréal comme ville de mode. Alors, ce soir, nous allons explorer ensemble 15 projets entrepreneuriaux des diplômés en commercialisation de la mode. Nous avons la chance d'avoir avec nous 3 invités spéciaux qui ont eu l'occasion de découvrir et d'évaluer tous les concepts d'affaires qui leur ont été présentés. Et chacun d'entre eux a été mandaté pour choisir ses 2 équipes favorites. Ce soir, un porte-parole pour chacune des 6 équipes sélectionnées les rejoindra sur scène pour échanger sur leurs idées. Après avoir discuté des spécificités de chacun d'entre eux, nos experts et expertes seront confrontés à la difficile décision de devoir laisser partir une de leurs 2 équipes. Il restera donc 3 équipes en finale et c'est vous, le public, qui allez choisir l'équipe gagnante ce soir. Donc, last week, 3 influential figures from the Montreal fashion industry had the opportunity to discover and review all the business concepts presented to them. Each was mandated to choose his or her 2 personal favorites. Tonight, a spokesperson from each of these teams will be joining our experts on stage to share these business concepts with us. Upon discussing the uniqueness of each one, our experts will be faced with the difficult decision of having to let go of one of their teams. Soyez rassurés, je serai là tout au long du parcours pour la traduction français pour que vous ayez tout compris les concepts pour pouvoir bien voter à la fin. Donc, sans plus tarder, lançons la découverte des entreprises de demain avec notre premier expert. Alors, le parcours de Bedi, qui consiste à concilier la durabilité et le design, a commencé par un plan d'affaires pour la mode végétalienne à l'Université Concordia. Il a ensuite fondé Maténat en 1995. Sa dernière entreprise, Bedi Studios, représente un retour à la production locale au Canada avec une approche innovante du recyclage, utilisant des filets de pêche, des ceintures de sécurité et des sièges d'avion même régénérés pour créer une ligne de vêtements d'extérieur et de sacs. Alors, la collection est disponible sur bedistudios.com et pignon sur rue, dans le Maryland, vous avez vu la boutique probablement, ainsi que dans l'Atrium H Project chez Holt Renfrew Ogilvy. Accueillons maintenant Bedi de Bedi Studios.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Debbie, for that warm welcome and introduction. And thank you, of course, to the team at Collège La Salle for having me here for a 2nd year in a row. It's always a privilege to see all the incredible talent that's coming out of La Salle and, of course, our vibrant city. I've been very lucky and blessed that I've been able to combine my 2 passions for the last 2 decades of both sustainability and design. And I'm proud to say that we are one of the most advanced brands in the world right now in terms of the circular economy. You can find out, thank you. You can learn more about what we do in terms of turning trash into art at bedistudios.com. You can also follow us to see our journey on Bedi Studios on the different social media platforms. And if you happen to be in the Mile-End, please stop by our store. We are always happy to say hi to our community. But enough about me. Without further ado, we're really here to see these incredible projects tonight. So I'd like to present to you the 2 projects that are part of Team Bedi tonight. It's going to be Period and Melt.
So when I got my first period, I had no idea what was going on with me. I was very confused and scared because I never had a conversation about it with my mom before, so I had no idea what was happening to me.
Ça m'a fait de la peine de voir ma fille pleurer quand elle a eu ses premières menstruations parce que c'est quelque chose de normal dans la vie d'une femme, donc ça me fait de la peine.
Nearly 70% of 13 to 19-year-old girls still have questions about their own periods.
An American survey in 2021 also revealed that 80% agreed that they were taught more about the biology of frogs than the female human body in school. Getting your first period isn't easy. Tampon brands on the market lack education, relatability, and making women feel safe and guided through womanhood. Most tampon companies on the market also sell products with toxins and harsh chemicals. Period interviewed girls from 13 to 21 and discovered that 63% educated themselves about periods through the internet and that 90% believe that period shame still exists in 2023. This is why we needed to create Period, a tampon company to educate. All period boxes have educational posters to destigmatize and remove shame and provide toxic-free tampons. Our mission is to end this lack of information and stigma surrounding the female body for generations to come. Period offers 3 absorbencies: light, regular, and super. Our tampons are 100% organic cotton, which is much more comfortable and hypoallergenic. We also do not contain any polyester, rayon, chemicals, fragrances, dyes, or pesticides. Our manufacturers have multiple certifications such as FDA and GOTS. As well, Period has multiple medical professional endorsements. Our packaging is made from 100% recycled materials, as well as our tampon wrappers are dissolvable in boiling hot water. Tampons are a monthly recurring need. This is why Period offers a monthly subscription feature on our website, for those who rather receive their monthly delivery to their doorstep. Our first-time subscribers receive a free journal with stickers. Period's business plan is constructed in small phases to assure a safe investment. During phase 1, our small manufacturer in Israel will produce 600 units to distribute across 2 Signé Local locations and our e-com site. We plan to keep implementing new local boutiques. Once we've tracked the turnover and demand of our product, Phase 2 aims to emerge into Pharmaprix and Jean Coutu across the region of Montreal, switching our manufacturers to Bing Bing in China who can withhold our bigger orders. Our initial purchase would be 37,500 units. With our product having a shelf life of 5 years, we do not need to worry about overstock. Period social media pages aim to be educational and relatable. We plan to focus 70% of our time on Instagram. Our other platforms include TikTok and Twitter. We will be using multiple influencers to promote our products as well as including blogs.
Welcome to Period, and today we're going to have conversations about our first period experiences.
Period has developed a fact campaign. At launch, billboards will be located in downtown Montreal near McGill and Highway 40 in DDO. During back to school, our transit ads will begin, targeting young students in the Montreal area, as well as our school bathroom ads including various colleges and universities like Dawson, Vanier, UQAM, and McGill. We also plan 4 pop-up shops during back to school season. We are using a vending machine concept with merch incentives to gain traction. Phase 1 is self-funded at a low cost. For Phase 2, our cost is $438,265 with 50% of our expenses for product. Estimated revenue is $600,000 if we sell out. We will be working with the Government of Canada for loans and multiple companies and private investors for funds. It's bloody normal.
Did you know that every minute, over 100,000 cans of aluminum are recycled in North America every day, which is equivalent to about 40 average cars? Aluminum is a lightweight, corrosion-resistant, infinitely recyclable, and one of the most widely used metals in the world, according to National Resources Canada. In fact, Canada is the world's 4th largest primarily aluminum producer with 9/10 of aluminum smelters located here in Quebec. With over 3 million tons of substance produced annually here in Canada, repurposing aluminum is and should be a given, furthering local, circular, sustainable initiatives and green practices. We are Melt. We specialize in designing and creating aluminum alloyed refined everyday pieces, offering unique styles from necklaces to rings, bracelets, and earrings. Our purpose is to create a brand that is both accessible as well as resistant for everyday use, at the same time creating timeless pieces that anyone of any age can wear. For our production process, we took a lot of time in perfecting the making of our jewelry. After researching many potential partners that we wanted to work with, we have decided to work with 3 key companies. Our raw supplier is Metobek. They are a recycling expert and their role is to provide our company with recycled aluminum. Then we have Pyrotech, who will be melting our scrap metal into liquid for our manufacturer Spectra, who will use the melted aluminum and bring our jewelry to life. We designed our pieces with the idea of creating sustainable everyday wear jewelry. Our designs will be launched by season of spring, summer, and fall, winter. Each piece of jewelry will be named after a street founded in Quebec to showcase more of the history and the branding of our company.
In terms of social media promotion, we will mainly be using Instagram and TikTok, with each platform presenting different content. Our Instagram will focus on displaying clear images of our various pieces, as well as paid ads with direct links to our website for easy purchase. The content on our TikTok will focus on how to style our pieces, and it will be a means to connect with our consumers on a more personal level. Our website is created using Squarespace while making sure it fits our brand aesthetic, allowing consumers to navigate smoothly with easy and secure payment methods for maximum consumer satisfaction.
We will be hosting a soft launch event at the Hotel William Gray, which will accommodate about 150 guests. That includes the local press and influencers who will be able to promote the launch of our new jewelry. We will as well install jewelry booths in the event for our guests to try on and feel our pieces. And with this soft launch, we really want to create an atmosphere where our invites will be able to get to know our brand and know more about us.
For our financial projections, we have concluded that in our first year in business, we will be making $245,000. For the second year, we estimate to be making about $269,500. Lastly, our year 3 projections are $296,450 in revenue. With an average 10% increase every year, we benchmark the numbers with the help of the jewelry industry as well as our chosen competitors. Displayed here is a breakdown of our revenue stream by product category. While developing our pricing strategy, we put our customers at the forefront, making sure the price on our items reflects the thought that went behind creating them. When buying from Melt, you're not just buying an item, but instead you're purchasing a lifestyle and a story.
Melt allows for you to own fine jewelry pieces made from recycled aluminum, pieces worn every day by everyone. We as a brand want to offer consumers jewelry that will not rust, turn green, and suitable for most occasions. We want to redefine the idea of waste by elevating aluminum scrap metal into luxurious jewelry pieces able to be worn daily. We create simplicity with every melt.
I would like to now welcome Leanne and Zoe of Period and Melt to come on stage. Welcome. All right, so you will each have 5 minutes to get into your concept a little bit deeper so everybody here understands about your great projects. So we will start with Period, Leanne. This is an event that's a coming-of-age event for women, and it has been since the beginning of time. Tell us a little bit about period shame and why does that still exist today?
Yes, so period shame is still present because of social taboos and gender stereotypes that'll mark periods as dirty. In 2023, we believe this is unacceptable. This is why Period thrives to remove taboos and stigmas. Just to give you some perspective, if the women in the audience could interact with me by raising their hand, have any women here have ever experienced any sort of shame or embarrassment towards their period?
Great, thank you. And thank you. Tell us a little bit about competition. Who would be your competitors for the type of project that you're presenting tonight?
Yes, so in Canada, currently, we don't have any direct competitors that take the same approach as Period. We do have competitors such as big companies like Tampax and Kotex. Just to give you an example, here's a generic tampon box that you can find at any pharmacy. They're very outdated, unrelatable, and they don't connect to the younger consumer. This is why we worked very, very hard on the Period boxes to make them not only educational, but very fresh and young to promote periods for young girls.
That looks great, thanks. And now what makes periods sustainable?
Yes, so not only are we using GOTS organic cotton, but our packaging is made from 100% recycled materials and can be 100% recycled. So our tampon wrappers are actually dissolvable in boiling hot water. So we're not like other companies on the market who will advertise themselves as organic, when the only part of their packaging that's organic is the packaging and not the tampons itself. For Period, our packaging is 100% sustainable, and the tampon is biodegradable and toxin-free.
Great. And how do you plan on marketing Period given a limited budget? What will you be doing in terms of a grassroots approach?
Yes, so Period really wants to immerse itself into the community. This is why we're going to be sponsoring young girls' sports teams from ages to 8 to 12. So soccer teams, ballet, dance, and swimming. And as well, also working with school boards to provide them pamphlets to educate young girls during sex ed classes. So young girls can see what's going to be happening to them during womanhood. And during this, we're going to be giving out coupons to encourage them to purchase Period, and also encourage their parents because they have the buying power. And not only that, we're also going to be giving out our products to local elementary schools and high schools to give out to students whenever they'll need it.
All right, and finally, this is a concept in terms of a final project that's very much out of the box.
Yeah.
How would you say this relates to fashion marketing?
Yes, very good question, actually. So fashion is a very broad term. Fashion is about self-expression and how it makes you feel and how you're able to express yourself and empower yourself. This is exactly what we're doing with Period. We want women to feel confident and empowered to wear whatever they want to wear when they're on their period, to not feel limited, like they can't wear the tight swimsuit, the bikini, the dress, or even a pair of white pants, just like I am today.
Amazing. Thank you, Leanne. Zoe, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about Melt in terms of competitors. Are there any competitors for this concept?
So the approach of using recycled aluminum is what sets us apart from any other jewelry brand in the industry. From our sourcing to our production, which is all done locally, and as well as our Second Life program that we will be offering. These are just some of the factors that differ us from any other jewelry brand in the market right now.
Great. And I do love the fact that it's Quebec aluminum, very local, minimal carbon footprint. Tell us a little bit more about sustainability. What makes Melt more sustainable than other jewelry lines out there in the market?
Yes, so like you mentioned, as everything is done locally, this leaves us with very low carbon footprint, and as well as our production run, as our collections are released by season, this allows for us to put in a minimum order, reducing production waste and production runs as well. We also have our sustainable packaging. We'll be working with the Botanical Paperworks, who specialize in designing and creating sustainable packaging made from biodegradable seed paper, which essentially you can plant and turn into wildflowers. So we really work with partners who align with our company's values and commitment to sustainability as well.
Amazing. Because aluminum can be easily malleable and recycled, tell us a little bit if there's a Second Life program?
Yes, so we will be offering a Second Life program called Meltbox. This program will be available to us in our year 2 in business. Essentially, people will be able to come and donate their used aluminum pieces and allow for us to give it a second life. This allows for us to build brand awareness and continue the life cycle of our products.
Great. And again, limited budget. In terms of grassroots approach, how do you plan on marketing Melt?
So we want to collaborate with a lot of vintage thrift stores, not only here located in Montreal, but as well as all over Canada. Just to name a few stores, we have Capara Vintage and Citizens Vintage, who are both located here in Montreal. Then we have Army Jewelry, who is located in Toronto. In addition to that, we want to be able to participate in artisanal shows who will be able to support us as we are a local business. Shows like these are able to build a community. So just to name a few shows, we have Signature, Soup Montreal, and One of a Kind.
Nice. And finally, beyond jewelry, any future plans for other categories that could also be made out of recycled aluminum?
Yes, so in the short term, we want to be able to expand to home accessories, such as jewelry trays, but that can be used in a more universal way. In the future, we want to be able to expand to home and furniture, as we see a trend in the industry where brands are slowly transitioning into that. This is something that we want to be able to do as well, and potentially collaborate with any local artists.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wow! Vraiment deux beaux projets. Félicitations. Merci, Inder. Alors, tu étais là l'année dernière. Tu sais qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire. Il faut que tu en choisisses une des deux. Alors, est-ce que tu veux annoncer à l'audience c'est qui que tu auras choisi ce soir?
It's always a hard thing to do, obviously, and these are two incredible projects, both in terms of sustainability and wellness, which is an area that I take it very personally. But there's only one that can go ahead, so tonight it will be Period moving forward.
Good job. Félicitations, Période. On va vous demander de venir prendre une photo avec Inder. Un photographe qui prend une photo de vous. Merci. Félicitations à l'équipe de Période qui représente l'équipe Bedi ce soir.